Hello, Internet friends. Just wanted to give you a quick heads up that I'm implementing a new policy that unless each of my videos gets at least 10,000 ratings and favorites, I'm just not going to upload the next one. It's going to be like a terrorist situation. Just make sure that I can get as much, advantage as possible. So unless there's, I'm going to up you actually 50,000. 50,000 combined favorites and ratings, and then I'll upload the next video. But until then, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. I've been on the phone with DC all morning, and they won't budge on this new policy. So don't think I'm a whore or anything. It's just something new that I'm going to start implementing. So get those little fingers ready because you're going to be doing a shit ton of clicking from now on. So anyway, on to the Would You Rather. Hopefully you enjoy. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys want me to talk about. I'm always open to new suggestions. And don't say don't ask me a Would You Rather question in the comments. That's not what I need, son. Just tell me something you want to hear me talk about. It can be something nothing to do with a Would You Rather. You could say, I want to hear you talk about your first time, going water skiing, or your first time, wakeboarding, or something like that. Anything. Just tell me what you're interested in, and I'll tell you. So, on to the questions, because I've already pissed away more time than I'd care to look at, probably more than a minute. Would you rather give up Christmas or give up your birthday? Oh. Well, alright, this is a Grinchy way to start it. I'm trying to think, because it's gotten to that point in my life where every time my birthday or Christmas comes around, all I ask for is money or a really big gift. And so I'm thinking that I could milk way more out of Christmas, because on my birthday, I don't get presents from everyone, Like your more extended family members don't usually come out of the woodwork to give you gifts on your birthday. But on Christmas, when you see everyone, you get a lot more shit. And so that means a lot more potential for cash in some envelopes. Like, it wasn't until the last few years that when I get an envelope and I can feel it has a little bit of girth, that nice little girthy envelope squeeze, you're like, oh, hells yeah, gonna be getting some dank-ass Qdoba with this tonight, or whatever I choose to spend my money on. That's my business, don't ask. So I'm gonna say give up on my birthday, because Christmas I can get a lot more shit out of it. Really? I didn't think that it would be that sweeping. 63% said give up your birthday. I guess that's a pretty global thing then. Maybe not global, but as far as this demographic who uses the site is concerned, Christmas is better. Would you rather have anal or have oral? I would have to say that, you can't just ask something like this. Like, you can't, this is so vague. Who is the person? Am I performing these deeds, or am I the one, am I the man in the scenario? Like, what's going on here? I don't know. You need to throw do more little bullet points in here, you idiot who posted this. Why the hell would you not think? You didn't foresee any complications with the scenario? You really didn't? Are you that daft? Are you that just fucking opaque that you just can't? Jesus. All right. So I'm going to say oral, because it is cleaner, and it is definitely, cleanliness is next to godliness. So I'm going to say oral. 74% said oral. 26% had the same, or apparently didn't have the same reservations as me. They're like, oh, hells yeah, anal. And they just went for it. Would you rather be the president or be a Pokemon trainer? Alright, well, this is phenomenally easy. Alright, assume for the sake of example, I am the only Pokemon trainer in existence. I will use my Pokemon, which are essentially fighting dragons and monsters, to conquer the United States, and then I will be the president. So I'll get both. Actually, I won't even be the president. Screw that. I'm going to be the emperor. I will be the I'll come up with some huge, awful title, and everyone will have to say it like 3 times a day and face towards DC. Otherwise, like, the police will come beat them or something like that. Like, it's going to be a really brutal autocracy that we're talking about. So I'm going to say Pokemon trainer, but I'm going to be like a Gary kind of Pokemon trainer that just uses it all to try and accrue power, not so much to hang out with strange adolescent boys and girls. How the hell old was Brock? I never understood that. Like, Misty, she was like maybe 12, right? Ash was like 10, 11. And Brock, I always assumed that dude was like 18. I was like, dude, that guy, he's just chilling with these young kids. Like, what the hell's going on? Like, this is getting creepy. Like, if I saw an 18-year-old dude walking around with a 10-year-old little boy all the time, and they had a little sidekick that was an 11 or 12-year-old girl, I'd be like, get me the authorities right quick, sir. Get me Officer Jenny, or whoever the hell is the, whoever's jurisdiction this is in Pokemon land. So I'm going to say Pokemon trainer. 73% said Pokemon trainer, but I'm almost positive that none of them saw the potential for also being the emperor of Taylorvania, and that is what it would be, Or I just changed it to Kanto, I'd just be just like Pokemon. Would you rather master every programming language or master every spoken language? Oh, I would much rather master every spoken language. Maybe it doesn't have as many, job, immediate lighting up possibilities for that. But at the same time, if I mastered every language, I could go into a bar anywhere in the world and start talking to women in, some strange exotic not accent, but some strange language. And they would think that was sexy. That'd be awesome. Unless, of course, I spoke all the languages, but in my nasally, annoying Midwestern accent that I have right now, or I guess I'm going to have the rest of my life. That's a sad realization. So if I could emulate the accents well, then I'd rather do spoken language. But if I couldn't, and I would just sound like an uneducated idiot, and so I'd rather do programming. So I'm going to say spoken. 79% said spoken, 21% said programming. That's interesting. I mean, I really don't know anything about programming, so I can't really Shay, which is the better choice, but for me, being someone who, enjoys to speak, I think spoken language would be a lot of fun. Be a phenom with that. Next! Would you rather be sent into space without enough oxygen or be thrown naked into a pit of deadly scorpions? What? What? If even 1% of people say, because let's back up. Obviously, this is a death scenario, right? They're saying, which of these ways would you prefer to die? You could either be, number one, sent to suffocate in a moon suit, floating out and spending your last fleeting moments in reality, or with your consciousness in reality, looking at the vast majesty of the cosmos and just floating away into the abyss, just dying. That'd probably be pretty painful to suffocate, but at the same time, it'd be a cool way to go. It'd be really horrifying and scary, and you probably couldn't enjoy all the majesty you were beholding, but at the same time, it'd be really cool. Or, here's the option number 2, behind door number 2, you could be thrown naked into a pit of fucking scorpions. Are you high? What's wrong with you? Why would you ask this? No, of course, be sent to space without oxygen. Really? 70% agree with me, and 30% of you are functionally retarded. I am surprised you can bathe yourselves. Does it come down to the pain? Is that, do you think it's going to hurt more to suffocate than to be stung to death naked in a pit of scorpions? There are no words. There are no words for how deeply and thoroughly the internet has disappointed me today, or at least 30% of you. I'm sad, and you should be ashamed. If any of you chose that option and you're subscribed to me, I'm going to have to... You better not say it in the comments. I'm going to have to block you. It's just a matter of principle at this point. Next! Saying like an auctioneer today. Don't know why. Would you rather... actually, I've done this one before. That's surprising. Usually I don't remember when I've done them. Would you rather be albino or be a ginger? A ginger would be like a slightly more tan albino, but also has red hair and freckles. Whereas if I were albino and I had like super... Oh, shit. No, never mind. Well, I mean, being albino, I could always like get my hair dyed and stuff like that. Whereas with ginger, you can't really hide that. And... I mean, there's nothing wrong with being ginger. I'm just thinking, I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to have a bunch of freckles. I'm gonna say albino. I'm gonna take the risk. I'm just gonna go get some of that special dye, shampoo, whatever the hell they do. I don't know. I'll talk to a woman about it. They seem to be fairly invested in that kind of thing. 36% agree with me. 64% said ginger. That's, it's interesting. I don't know. Maybe, I'd have to see the ginger and albino version of me, and then I could decide, because for all I know, I could be a really sexy ginger and a really terrifying albino. Although, I don't know, it seems like all albinos are a little bit scary. Would you rather live under communism, lived under capitalism? Of course, capitalism. 71% agree with me, 29% are commies. Last one, would you rather learn to play the piano perfectly or instantly learn the guitar perfectly? I'm sorry, it's instantly learn the piano or instantly learn the guitar perfectly. This all depends on the time period, Like, if I'm in the 1600s and I am in some, like, grand ballroom, I would choose piano, because I would be getting all of the countesses and the duchesses and the duke's wives, or whatever the hell, all moist because they'd be so turned on by my piano playing ability. But if I were, like, in modern times, I have to say guitar, because then I could sing, like a really breathy, like, emotional, just... shitty voice, and then women will think that I'm, like, in tune with my emotions and stuff. It's all about that. So I'm gonna say the old guitar, because if you guys didn't know, I actually do reside in this current time period with you. I'm not living then. Just making sure we're clear on that. I got a few emails. All right, 58% agree with me. 42% are not living in the present, or maybe they just like piano more. I don't know. It just seems less convenient. You can carry a guitar around with you at the very least. You're not going to keep a baby grand in your back pocket. You know, that's silly. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a rating. Because, of course, as I said in the beginning of this video, I'm holding these videos hostage until they get 1 million views, and then I'll upload the next one. So that's it, and I love you.